Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Alinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited, guys. If you see Alinga in this uniform, just know poultry farming has begun. So we have started on a high gear, by the way, and I'm so excited to let you know that there shall be no more mortality in our brooder. Okay, the last days I've not been putting on uniforms. First of all, I was so stressed. You guys, you saw how birds were dying there. I was so stressed. And then secondly, I was also doing a lot of disinfecting, ironing of my uniforms, because remember we carried it from our mother farm to the baby chicks. So we needed to do a lot of cleaning of this uniform. But just know, when I'm in this uniform, Alinga started with poultry farming. So last night I spent almost the whole night in the brooder, and by 5 in the morning we again lost more 3 birds. That makes it 28 baby chicks. And honestly, the birds that are remaining are super well. So today we are going to work upon the brooder, because all of you advised me that the brooder is most of you are saying the brooder is too big, I reduced. And then I had a few of you saying the major problem is not the brooder, but the way the heat is being circulated inside the brooder matters. So I have decided that we are going to work on this brooder. And then also, since 99% of you are recommending that we should vaccinate the birds, we are going to discuss the vaccination schedule, which is right here. So I want us to know how we are supposed to vaccinate these baby chicks, because this is very important. And since we have dedicated ourselves that we are going to do the vaccination, we are going to discuss this, so that for those who do not have it, you can note them down, because I am sure it applies to all the layers, even the broilers, even for those who want the dual purpose. But so we are going to discuss the vaccination schedule. But before that, we are first going to work on the brooder. So and then I want also to inform you that the herbal remedies that we are giving is really doing super well. Guys, we are going to enter the farm and you will like this, but these chicks are becoming crazy. Actually, any single noise like this, they run at a very supersonic speed, guys. The birds are really very active, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Have been praying for me. It is starting to rain, guys. You've been praying for me. You've been sending me lots of good messages and advice, and I'm so grateful. So it has just started raining, so I think let us first hold on, then it shall start from there. So it has stopped raining. I think we can continue with our video. Now, according to the adjustments that we are supposed to make in this brooder, I just saw that when we are to reduce the brooder, like in size, it is going to disorganize our birds. So I've decided that I add another polythene there, okay, or tarpaulin up there, because up there was also bringing a lot of coldness to these birds. So that is what I have decided to do. And I remember one of you in the beginning advised me to do so. Actually, for him, he said I should not reduce the brooder, but I should make sure I cover all those openings. So that is what I've decided to do. And then also our curtains here had so many holes. That was also taking a lot of coldness for these birds. So I've also decided to cover it up. I'm sure it will do wonders, because this is now day 4 of these birds, and we know the most sensitive days is from day 1 to day 5. Actually, from day 1 to day 3. Okay, so we are going to do just that. But let me take you inside the farm and you see how our birds are very healthy. That's why I'm promising that I'm praying that we do not get more mortalities. I pray that we stop at the 28 birds. Okay, but all I want us to know is that with poultry farming, no one is perfect. I'm just here to share my experience with you guys, and at least make you learn something from me, for those who have not done the project before. And I'm very sure so many of you are learning, and as it is now a full team, we are able to learn. That's why I request, please, let us comment in the comment section. Let us share knowledge, so that those ones who are just beginning can also get the knowledge that we have. But every flock comes with their own challenges, with their own experience. You know, you learn a lot. Actually, I've learned a lot from this brooding. I've learned really a lot from this brooding. So you can see our birds they are very healthy, they are very happy, and none of them is now showing any sign of dying the next minute. That's what I'm saying. We are going to I think we are now good to go. But I have one, I think I saw one that had the vent had a problem. It had the sticky dropping on it there, but it is also still very, very strong. And then also our herbal remedy is really working well, because remember, this is day 4, and in most cases so many other farmers, including my friends, by day 4 like this, they start seeing signs of coccidiosis. But honestly, we don't have any sign of coccidiosis in this farm, but all because of the herbal remedies that we are giving to these birds. And then also in this day 4, I remember with those previous birds, I started hearing the birds sneezing, a lot of sneezing and coughing, but that is not happening at all. So that is all the beauty of the herbal remedies. I know in the beginning, most of you are telling me that I would have given them the glucovit, but since we are focused on giving this bird pure the herbal remedies, that is why I started right away with the herbal remedies. So we have the fermented probiotic there, of which last time I told you I fermented the garlic and the ginger, and I used molasses. And then someone asked me that, do you mean that the fresh ginger and garlic is not effective? It's not that it is not effective, but I wanted it to be more effective, because by fermenting it, it will develop some microbes, which is good for these birds. But also, in this particular drinker, I decided to leave there fresh ginger and garlic. It is there, and the birds are also drinking it. And then yesterday, remember I told you in the video that I uploaded in the morning that I added those drinker covers to make sure that the birds access the water very easily. And then one of you suggested that these yellow drinkers are not good at all for these birds. But one thing that I'm realizing, they're already now getting used to it, and that is why they're feeding on it. And I see that it keeps the feet more clean, unlike the card box that we were using. You realize that the droppings are mixed with the feeds, and the birds end up eating also the dropping. So let us first finish with our working on the brooder before we start discussing about the vaccination schedule. But guys, we still have a lot of things to learn, so please kindly watch the videos. It will help a lot. So let us first continue, then I will get back to you. See you right back. So we are done with doing our adjustments here at the brooder, but you can see our birds are so calm, and I think because of that, the house is becoming more warm. You can see even the meadow sigiri, I've not added any charcoal there. I've just put inside the pots, of which it hasn't yet even caught fire very well, but you really feel the heat is now there. So this is something that I should have done from the time go when the birds were coming here. But you know, every flock comes with its own learning. So that was just lesson learned. And as I told you that we've so far lost 28 chicks, of which it is okay. We shall go with the ones which are there. Actually, I got one very encouraging comment from one of you. I think she's from Nigeria. She says, please let us appreciate whatsoever sister is doing. And for the birds that have died, let them die. We shall go with the ones that are remaining. And we should know that sometimes this problem is not with the brooder, but sometimes also with the company, that with where the birds have come from. Okay, and I think most of us will agree to that. Sometimes some of those problems come from the hatcheries, but I'm so happy that the birds are very excited. The ones that are remaining are very, very active. Only that right now it is becoming hot, but you see, if you just do like this, you see how they can wake up, and most of them have fed. If you check on the crop, you find that it is full. Most of the birds have eaten. So as we have all decided that we are going to do the vaccination, we are going to use my vaccination schedule. And several times I've told you that you must get this chart from the agent or the people who are supplying you with these baby chicks. But all in all, I've realized that most of the vaccination schedules are almost the same. So we are going to use this one. This is where I got the birds from. Okay. They are saying up there the vaccination tips. Please ensure the following is done before administering the vaccine in your flocks. Okay, and the first one says search the birds for 1 to 2 hours. That is for those who are going to mix these vaccines in the drinking water, I think, because there are others for mixing the drinking water or putting in the eye. Okay, and then number 2 says measure 20% of the water consumed the previous day. So that means you measure the 20% of the water consumed the previous day. And then they are saying add or mix stabilizer and wait for 10 minutes. Okay, and then number 4, it is saying add vaccine and give to the birds immediately. And the chart says this vaccination schedule is for the layers and the dual purpose. It is layers and dual purpose vaccination. So that means for those who are raising the improved breeds like the Kenyeji, like the Kenbros, the Isa Brown, you can also use the same vaccination schedule. Now, we have in days, and we have the vaccine and the method that you are supposed to use to administer to your birds. Now, day 1, that one is normally done from the archery. I think even if I don't read it. Then from day 12 to day 14, we are supposed to give NCD plus IB live. NCD simply means the Newcastle disease. So you will get the Newcastle disease vaccine. Then the IB means the infectious bronchitis. Okay? So that one, you will either give in the eye. So each baby chick gets 1 drop, or you will mix in the drinking water, how it is explained up there. Between day 15 to day 18, you're supposed to give the Gumboro boosters. And this you can give the mouth drop, or you can also mix in the drinking water. And then between at week 6, when the birds make 6 weeks, we are again going to add the NCD, which is the Newcastle disease vaccine, plus IB life, that is the infectious bronchitis. Then we shall administer either in the eye or we shall mix with the drinking water. And then week 8, we are supposed to give the fall typhoid. This is one vaccination that I fear the most, the fall typhoid. It is said intramuscular stroke injection. Okay, I hope you're all able to see. Guys, for those who don't have it, please, you can note it down. Then week 10, we have the fall pox. That is the wing stab. And then week 14, we have the fall typhoid boost, of which still it is the intramuscular stroke injection. Then we go to week 16, which is the Newcastle disease vaccine and the infectious bronchitis. You either also drop in the eye or mix in the drinking water. And then week 18, you are recommended to start deworming these birds, and that is always in the drinking water. And then week 35, you also deworm the birds, and that is also done in the drinking water. So that is the vaccination schedule that we are supposed to follow. These birds are very stubborn. After finishing my reading, they decided to come and I don't know what to tell me. Thank you. I really don't know. You saw what happened. So this is the vaccination schedule that we are going to follow, since we have all agreed that we are going to do vaccination for our birds. But one thing that I want us to keep in mind is that much as I haven't yet raised the birds without these herbal remedies alone, like without vaccinating them, honestly, the herbal remedies do work. Some members are saying that I was not supposed to start on the herbal remedies from the time go, like from day 1. At least I was supposed to buy some glucose for the birds and also give it to them. And then maybe after a month, I start giving them the herbal remedies. But honestly, guys, you can see out of 714 birds, we've lost 28 birds. and we are purely giving only the herbal remedies. There are people who are giving this glucose, the glucovids, the antibiotics. There are some people who start antibiotics from day one, they just mix it with the glucose. But you find them losing even more than 28 birds. But here is a linger who lost 28 birds, and I'm hoping that, except there is one that had a problem with the vent, and the friends have also been stepping on it, but so that will make it to 29, but I'm still hoping that it doesn't happen. So this is a linger who has given the fermented probiotics, and you see the birds are really very, very active. What does that tell us? It tells us that our herbal remedies are really so good. Only that we are fearing the losses. Me personally, I also went through so many losses in this project. Imagine 7 years down the road doing poultry farming, but there is haven't yet got some good money out of it. The only benefit that I now have is that I have a big team, a big family. That is you people who are able to encourage me and give me the strength to move on well. But ideally, I also made so many losses. And I think that is why I have accepted that since we've all voted that we vaccinate this bird for the first time when they are still young like this, that is what we are going to do. Our power has again gone off. So, all in all, we are going to use this vaccination schedule. And still, I want to say thank you. For those who didn't watch the video that I put in the morning, kindly watch it. You will learn a lot. And we shall be good to go. So, for now, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for your prayers. It is really working. Your prayers are really working. That is why you see the birds are really very, very active right now, feeding so well. Continue encouraging me, guys. Continue giving me the strength. And let us not forget to read other people's comments, because I've realized some people are asking questions, and they just request anyone who knows to give them the answer. It doesn't mean it's only a linger who is supposed to answer some of those questions. Any volunteer can also answer, because I've realized we have so many experts in this channel who know more even about poultry farming. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving me. See you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.